Sunday night, tune into CSN for an all-new episode of Beer Money, presented by Coors Light. Watch fans test their sports trivia knowledge as they try to win big. Sunday at 7 on Comcast Sports Net. Beer and money.
Chris Coughlin pinch hitting for Ross Cup. Second inning of work with Jared Hughes. Two and nothing the count. Onto the plate, and the sinker is fought off foul.
Six outs left to get out of the bullpen. That means Strop Rondon time. As in Strop / Rondon, two different guys.
When executed, that's a really tough pitch for a left-handed hitter to do anything with. That slider / cutter at 87 in on the hands.
Yeah, it just keeps eating like a Pac-Man. It just keeps running hard in. You hit it, you're going to foul it off your foot. Hit it between your legs into the first base dugout.
Driven out to McCutchen in center. He's got it.
Hit that bad for Coughlin. Matt Caesar's getting a chance to make a couple of starts with left-handed starters. Coughlin had a very good series against the Mets. Big home run, drove in the winning run by drawing a bases-loaded walk. Made a heck of a play in left field to throw out to Curtis Granderson at third. The other thing about that 4-game sweep for the Cubs over the Mets, they did not commit a single error in those 4 ball games.
One strike to Russell. Cervelli. I'm going to just take a wild guess and say Chris Stewart's going to start tomorrow. There you go.
There you go.
I think Rizzo got double points as he hit 2 body parts.
Oh, that's beautiful. They're chirping at him from the Cubs dugout. Guys like Hughes are tough to catch. They throw hard, have great movement, late movement.
Yeah, I've talked to catchers about who are the toughest guys for them to catch. It's not the hard throwers who throw strikes. It is the guys who you're just not sure where it's going.
Yeah, the heavy sinkers. The thumb takes a pounding.
Look out. That ball rocketed foul to the barrier right in front of the Cubs dugout. He's run it full 3-2. Fowler on deck.
Foul ball coming here, right? 72% chance.
There you go. You're good.
Followed Addison out of the ballpark yesterday. His license plate, Addy 27. I asked him about the 27. This is how young he is. He goes, that was my high school number. And because he was a big Eddie George fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Ball 4. Francisco Cervelli's day. Backswing off the hand. Foul ball. Foul ball. Foul ball. Oh, he's got a 3-run double.
Spent some time in the tub after this one. This ice bath. Man, look at that lead Russell's got. See many out there, both feet out beyond the cutout.
There he goes, and a bouncer that will get into right. Russell to third. Second hit today for Fowler.
Good at bats here for the Cubs in the 7th. Coghlan hit his ball hard. Russell works the walk. Fowler finds a hole.
See how the Pirates decide to align their infield. We've got Harrison way off the line at third, but he's got to stay over on that side because of the runner at third. And they'll try to turn 2 on a ground ball. Hit at somebody. That one, however, was hit at Fowler. 9-5. Throw goes to the cutoff man, Gung. Rizzo with an RBI single. His third hit.
And nice response here by the Cubs after the Pirates made some noise, made it a tight ball game. The Cubs continue to have great at-bats. Where's this one go? Right through the 5-hole on Fowler. A little matrix thing working there. Ho-hum on base for the 3rd time this afternoon. 2 singles and a long one.
Is wearing out a path between the first base dugout and the pitcher's mound. Tony Watson getting loose.
And Strop was up. He's still up, but Jason Mott has started to throw too. So Madden may adopt a plan B here. This lead has gotten a little more comfortable. Cubs looking for more too. Still just 1 out in the inning. Chris Bryant up.
So the Cubs tying their season high with these 9 runs.
Cubs have not gone down in order in any inning in this ball game.
This is the 4th time they've played at 9. And the other 3 times were on the road.
Rizzo Bryant combination in the batting order is going to cause National League pitchers to have nightmares.
Foul, just foul. Rizzo's on base percentage .474. You mentioned he's slugging .621. Bryant .417, .474 slugging. Yeah. Pretty formidable.
Rizzo trying to time Hughes, dancing out for first base.
And with all this talk about where the pitcher should hit, whether he hits 8th or 9th or 7th, I just like that Bryant and Rizzo go 2-3. Just give them as many trips to the plate as you can.
Yeah, and I don't care who's in front of who. You know, there's all this talk about somebody needs to protect somebody in the line. You just put really good hitters together in a lineup. You make pitchers work so hard. Hughes is at 40 pitches.
Rizzo was dancing off first. Was able to get back.
I love that lead. You know, he usually takes a small lead and a little sneak attack, but now he's bouncing around out there.
And he's got good speed at third and Fowler. If he reads it well, he could go on a pickoff attempt. Bryant high in the air, deep left center. McCutcheon has room. It'll end up being a sac fly for his 4th RBI today. And it's 10-5. Cubs have hit double digits for the first time this season.
More great execution. You got the sinker baller, a ground ball guy on the mound, and Bryant gets something he could hit in the air. You see it in the air on a day like today off of his bat. You start to think it's going to fly out of here. They're able to keep him in the ballpark. Fowler scored easily, and good smart tag up by Rizzo there too.
The Cubs have scored in every inning since the 3rd. 3-2-2-1-2. Slider backed up a bit. 1-1 on Castro. Ooh. Ouch. Another Cub hit batter.
I think that's mostly fatigue right now. He didn't get on top of that ball at all. Instead of sinking, he just had a lot of run. Pirates closing in on 180 pitches made in this ball game. We're in the 7th inning. I'm not sure what the record is for a 9-inning game.
This is the middle of the 5th time through the Cubs batting order. So just batters per inning. 5, 4, 7, 5, 7, 6. This is the 7th batter here in this inning. It's a lot of traffic.
Yeah, you know, and the Big Bang Theory of baseball says that the winning team will score more runs in a single inning than the other team will score in the game. That's not the case today. The Pirates had the biggest inning so far. They put a 4 spot up, but it's been a relentless attack by the Cubs here today, inning after inning.
Yeah, and a good reminder on Twitter. Remember the soundbite we played from Joe Madden before the game? He said batting practice is the most overrated thing in the game. Cubs didn't hit today. They saved all their hits and swings for the game. Not saying they wouldn't have 10 runs if they had.
They might have had 20 today. Yes, if they had only taken batting practice.
Two Montero ground ball. Rodriguez will pick it up. Hughes will cover the bag, and that'll go 4-1 on a unique ground out to end the inning. But the Cubs get 2 more. It's 10-5 to the 8th.
Announcing your local Ford dealer's Memorial Day All-Star event. Time to save big on America's best-selling brand of utilities. Now for a limited time, get almost any Ford SUV or crossover with 0% financing for 60 months. Plus $750 cash for qualified Ford and competitive owners. Plus $500 EcoBoost cash on equipped models. Save big on a fantastic lineup of fuel-efficient All-Stars, but only for a limited time. So hurry, the Memorial Day All-Star event ends June 1st.
Right now, Verizon is offering unlimited talk and text, plus 10 gigs of shareable data. Yeah, 10 gigantic gigs for $80 a month and $15 per line. More data than ever for more of what you want on the network that's #1 in speed, call, data, and reliability. So you never have to settle. Now also get $200 when you join and buy a new smartphone. Stop by or visit us online and save without settling. Only on Verizon.
With an 11% rebate on everything, Menards gives you the freedom to save on anything you choose, including sale prices. Geldwin has been crafting beautiful and durable products for over 100 years. Right now, all special order Geldwin windows and patio doors are on sale. Plus, get an additional 11% rebate. That's savings on top of savings. Hurry in now because Menards has an 11% rebate on everything.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, I think it's the most overrated thing that we do on a daily basis is swing the bat way too often. I don't even know where the genesis of that was. I honestly do believe, like, if I had to nail it down, like the 80s, early 80s, when hitting coaches became more prominent and all this teaching became more prominent, batting practice became a longer exercise. And extra batting practice and hitting off tees and hitting in cages and hitting and swinging. And I think it can be counterproductive. I think guys can hit themselves right through feel. You could be feeling really well. My point is, if you do it too often, you get to the point where you lose that feel, and all of a sudden it becomes like.
That's Joe Madden talking about no BP today. And here is Jason Mott.
Well, Joe's been spot on today, hasn't he? Didn't need BP. Cubs have put 10 runs on the board. He brought the lefty Roskup in to face McCutcheon in a critical situation. Roskup got the job done.
Harrison skies it foul off to the right. So the answers we seem to be getting on Twitter is 1993, April 13th, a 9-inning game. The Oakland A's needed 263 pitches in a 20-4 loss to Detroit. So we are
not even close
anywhere
to that.
Close. That's like that's 30 pitch innings, and I assume, well, if it was in Detroit, it would have been 8.5. It's got to be 9 innings in Oakland, right? It can't be eight innings.
What year was that?
93.
Ooh, I remember that Detroit team.
That was a home game for Detroit, so they only had 8 innings on offense.
Yeah, that was that club. I wouldn't be surprised if they've scored 20 like 5 times that year.
Was that the Tettleton, Phillips,
yeah,
Trammell, Deere, Fielder group?
Fryman.
Sparky would have still been managing them, I believe. Yeah, 1993. What was the date? April 13th. That was early in that season. High and deep, sending Fowler back to the warning track, and it's gone in and out of the bleachers. Josh Harrison connects. 10-6.
Second hit of the day for Harrison. 4th home run. He's showing signs of life with the bat lately, and sure enough, here we go back to the bullpen. Chris Bosio rings up his old buddy Lester Strode. Says time to get Strode back up.
Just when you're ready to put the final nail in the Pirates' coffin today. Here's Cervelli. Tigers hit double digits that year and runs 18 times. The lineup that particular day: Tony Phillips, he walked 4 times in 7 trips. Lou Whitaker, Chad Kruder came off the bench. Travis Fryman, Cecil Fielder, who went 4 for 4. Kirk Gibson, Rob Deere, Mickey Tettleton, Scott Livingstone, and Milt Kyler. Phillips saw 32 pitches in his 7 plate appearances.
They scored 20 3 days later. How about that?
That'll drop. Cervelli with a bloop single.
So his day started poorly with a couple of punch outs and all that pain he's had to endure, but bases clearing double, and now a little flare for a base hit.
Might be it. Madden with a slow walk. So the first 17 games of that year for Detroit, they scored 20, 20, 12, 17, 16. And one of those days here at Wrigley Field. 10-6. Weber sauces and seasonings call to the pen. Here's Strope when we return.
Two oil changes for the price of one? That's $14.99 each. Just ask at CarX.
The Fantasy Sports Hall of Fame presents former accountant Derek Bradley. DraftKings One Day Fantasy Baseball took him from a guy with holes in his underpants to a guy with bikini models in them.
How do they do it?
DraftKings.com. They have one-day games, so you're not locked in. It's like a new season every time you play. And best of all, you could win a shipload of money.
Play with DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of MLB. Play with promo code HIT and get free entry in our daily contest. Get to DraftKings.com.
Hey fans, do you have a favorite home field memory? Comcast Sportsnet wants to share it. Go to csnchicago.com/homefieldmemories and submit your story now.
Oh, come on, everybody. I think this is my grandson.
Little girl, you look so lonesome. I see you all feeling blue. Come on over to my place. Hey girl, we're having a party. We'll be singing, dancing and singing. Come on over tonight.
At Discount Tire, we'll get you the right tire at the lowest price for your vehicle. Get a $70 Visa prepaid card when you buy any set of 4 Michelin tires.
Pedro Strop, the 5th Cup pitcher to work today. Just haven't been able to seal this one.
Let's see if Strop can restore some order here.
Sean Rodriguez, his first plate appearance. He's been playing second since the 6th. Joe Madden very familiar with him, having managed him in Tampa Bay. This is Rodriguez. Cervelli the runner at first. Ball 2. Pirates now out hitting the Cubs today 11-10. Hernandez homered off Kyle Hendricks in Pittsburgh earlier.
Strop got 4 outs in the ball game yesterday. No hits, no walks, a couple of strikeouts. To that end, a good job by the Pirates here today, even if they don't come all the way back. Forcing Joe Madden's hand in terms of his bullpen usage may render a guy or two unavailable for tomorrow's game.
This will be Russell's play.
Pirates, after a sluggish start, have turned it around a little bit and started to score some runs. They took 2 out of 3 from St. Louis. I don't think anybody had done that yet, right? That was the first series loss for St. Louis.
That is right.
And then they won the first 2 of a 4-game set in Philadelphia and then dropped the final 2.
Strop behind again. 2-0 on Polanco. Three and 0. So we're nearing the 36th anniversary of the 23-22 game here at Wrigley. In a couple of days, 1979. The 3-1. Ball 4. Jordy Mercer in the pitcher's spot.
Leaves one man on the bench for Clint Hurdle, his backup catcher Chris Stewart. Rough start for Mercer. Just a $183 is yet to go deep.
May 17th, 1979. Phillies 23, Cubs 22. Raleigh Eastwick over Bruce Sutter. 5 Phillies had 8 plate appearances in that 10-inning affair. Oh, 0-2 to Mercer. After a very slow start at the bat. Both starting pitchers that day recorded 1 out. Randy Lurch and Dennis Lamb. 1 out each. They allowed a combined 11 runs in the first inning. The starters, it was 7-6 Phillies after an inning.
Yeah, that one got a piece of Greg Gibson.
Well, he got hit earlier on a follow through.
So each starter went a third of an inning. Wow.
Eastwick, who got the win, he was the only pitcher among 11 in the game. Check that. Ray Burris and Raleigh Eastwick were the only 2 guys to not allow runs out of 11 pitchers.
That's because, as we know, hitting is contagious.
It was that particular day, yes.
Yeah, I think it kind of becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy from the pitching point of view when, you know, the ball's jumping out of the ballpark, guys are having good swings early, so each pitcher that comes into the game brings a certain amount of fear with them out of the bullpen, thinking, man, I can't challenge anybody today, so you end up nibbling and falling behind, then you give in, and sure enough, whack, whack, whack.
Full count, and guess who's on deck? McCutchen. You do not want to walk the guy hitting 183 to load the bases with a 4-run lead.
Whatever you feel comfortable with throwing a strike here, whether it's the fastball or the slider.
Toward the hole, going to be a tough play. Throw to third. Nicely done. Castro had one shot. That was third base, and he forces Cervelli.
Yeah, that looked like trouble, and Castro gobbles it up, flips it on over to Bryant. Big out. There was no other option.
They're still first and second. Now McCutchen, who flied to right off the lefty Ross Cup, with the bases loaded in the 6th. At the time, it was a 2-run ball game.
It's funny, it's hard to score runs in this game. I mean, we're playing in an era last few years where offense is down, but when you get into a 10-6 game, it has a completely different feel than a 4-0 game, even though the margin is the same.
It gets by. And both runners move up a base.
And theoretically, you should feel just as comfortable up 4-0 as you do 10-6. But there's been 16 runs put on the board. You just have that, that feeling that, you know, the final out can't come soon enough.
Well, you bring your closer into a 4-0 game in the 9th inning. That's not a save situation, but today feels very different. Feels like the bullpen's kind of been on the edge here these last 2 or 3 innings, and James Russell will
I
grab a ball.
I just don't think Chris Bosio is comfortable with the way Strop is going about it here this afternoon. So check in with him, make sure he's feeling okay, and maybe kind of nudge him in a certain direction as to his approach.
Second and third, 2 outs, and a 2-0 to McCutchen. In the air, Caesar going after it. It's gone. A home run. 3-run homer. 10-9.
And a lot of times it's not the pitch, it's the situation you put yourself in. He fell behind McCutchen 2-0. It felt like they had the challenge. He's trying to go down and away with a fastball. Leaks back out over the plate. Boom.
Marte now Pirates have put up 2 4-run innings over the last 3 frames to get within 1. So here's the big picture, the somewhat bigger than today picture. You've got a struggling Jason Mott. You have Edwin Jackson, whom you haven't used in high leverage spots, and when you have, he has struggled. So right now, JD, you've got 2 right-handers who are not pitching that well in the spots you need them. You've got 3 left-handers. I think it's partially why Rosscup was used as early as he was today. So that's a situation for the bullpen.
Yeah, I think the matchup game is kind of out the window to a certain extent for Joe Maddon right now. It's just who do you rely on, who do you trust right now, and I think the trust factor for a lot of these guys is running pretty low right now from the manager. And he said last week in Milwaukee that the worst thing for a manager is to have an unpredictable bullpen.
Marte went, and that will end the inning. But the Pirates put up 4, and they're within 1 late, 10-9.
Honda is about to do something remarkable. We've made the rear-view camera a standard safety feature on every single vehicle in our 2015 lineup. Any car, any trim. Because we can all benefit from a better view of the road.
DirecTV Cinema has the latest Hollywood hits almost a month before Redbox. With just one click, you can watch hot new releases like The Boy Next Door.
I'm the adult. I wasn't thinking clearly.
Slow West.
What do they want? Blood, money.
Barely Lethal.
Catch her, Agent 83, and bring her in.
Taken 3.
I know what I'm capable of.
So say goodbye to Red and stay home instead with DirecTV Cinema. The newest movies, no returns, and 0 late fees ever. Movies start at channel 125. Want to watch a movie tonight? DirecTV Cinema has Hollywood's hottest new releases with a push of a button, but it can take years to stream them on Netflix. That's right, years. Why wait for movies like The Boy Next Door?
I'm the adult. I wasn't thinking clearly.
Slow West.
What do they want? Blood, money.
Barely Lethal.
Catch her, Agent 83, and bring her in.
And Taken 3.
I know what I'm capable of.
Don't get left behind by Netflix. Start watching the movies you actually want to see on DirecTV Cinema, starting at channel 125.
Hey everybody, Chris Bowden. It's been too long. With your Sportsnet Central update, the Bears have hired Joe Douglas as Director of College Scouting, Anthony Champ Kelly as Director of Pro Scouting, and Christopher Prescott as an Area Scout. Just the latest moves under the direction of Ryan Pace. We'll also hear from the Blackhawks as they get ready for Game 1 Sunday in Anaheim, and much more on the possible end of an era for the Bulls. That's coming up at 6:30 on Sportsnet Central. But now back to Wrigley with Len and JD, unless Jim's warming up in the bullpen.
Not quite yet, Chris. Got a lot of changes here for the Pirates. Mercer, pinch hit, stays in. He plays short. Harrison goes from third to second. He's in the background there. You see Gung in the foreground. He's at third. So he goes short to third. Rodriguez goes second to left. And the southpaw, Tony Watson.
So important to have versatile players. You guys can move around, handle various positions, play them well. Watson's a good one. He's off to a good start this year.
Line right to Mercer.
So a little fortunate there. Good day for Soler. A couple of walks, a single, and a rocket to short.
You hope 10 runs would be enough, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to add on.
Hector Rondon, who's warming up down in the Cubs bullpen, would agree with you. Take a little wiggle room.
Swung on and missed by Caesar. There's the closer.
I'm sure a couple of times at least today he was of the mind, well, I got a day off. You're not going to need me today. Cubs have played 16 one-run games already.
Three and two. Foul tip, strike three.
How do you get to Wrigley Field? The Cubs suggest the use of public transportation. If you ride your bike, you can use the courtesy bike check. That's located near Clark and Addison. If you drive, the Cubs provide free parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. That's at 3900 North Rockwell. For details, visit Cubs.com. Jonathan Herrera sighting. He hasn't had many chances lately. Trying to prevent the Cubs from going down in order for the first time all day.
Inside for a ball. Herrera, a switch hitter. Outside. This has been a wild one today here at Clark and Addison. Cubs leading 10-9 in the 8th. It looks like that's how we'll get to the 9th. As Alvarez makes a catch in foul territory. So Rondon on with a 1-run lead when we return.
On behalf of Southwest Airlines, welcome to Chicago.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, don't everybody get up at once.
Come on. Let's go.
Follow me.
Door.
Seriously, we can't miss you if you don't leave. Once again, we have landed. Welcome. Thank you so much. Come back and see us.
Sometimes flights end before games do. Watch free live TV on your own device. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
This is history in the making. Cortez, 23 years old, first woman in the majors.
Never miss a moment. Get live TV on the go included with AT&T U-verse TV.
Did I miss out?
No, our sales event is still going on.
I called in sick.
I get it. You don't want to miss the great deals.
Luckily, my boss is out sick, too. Mitchell? Sir, I thought you...
What goes on at the sales event stays at the sales event.
Let's look at some cars. Let's do it.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2015 RAV4. Or lease RAV4 for only $199 a month. Hurry in today.
Wow, I got a great deal.
Thanks, Jan. Feel better now?
Toyota, let's go places.
Our next broadcast of Cubs baseball here on CSN will be Wednesday night from San Diego as the Cubs battle the Padres. Pregame live presented by Fields Auto begins at 8:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. Well, it is a safe spot, a one-run ball game. 10-9. Cubs
crazy day, yeah.
Have won 7 times in May, JD. 6 of those games have been one-run decisions. A lot of close ones.
Yeah, and you think one-run games, and you just think, well, it's a tight game throughout, 4-3, something like that. But they come in all different shapes and sizes. This one, the Cubs had a very comfortable lead. They let it slip away. Rondon working for the third consecutive day. Second time this year he has done that. A good start. Slider strike.
This is Jung Ho Gung. And they go 1. There's a strike. 97 on the fastball. Working quickly.
Oh, nice.
I like that pitch.
Yeah, I think that was better than the last one. Maybe it's the camera angle. I don't know.
Get a lot.
Let's see. Yeah, good enough.
Swing and a miss. One away.
There's sharp stuff from Rondon to get started. Throwing that slider a little bit more, and it's paying off for him. Good depth on this one to finish off Gung. Rondon in that Med series worked 3 times, a couple of saves, and a win.
Big day for Alvarez. Slider strike. With some sink. About as hard as you could throw a fastball and have any sort of tailing movement. One ball and 2 strikes. Alvarez, one of the Pirates' biggest home run threats. Wind has died. That was a bit of a hanger. Got away with it.
Yeah, I thought they might go back to that 2-seamer, down and away, try to stay away from his power.
Best thing there for Hector, as Alvarez was a little bit out in front. Another 2-2. Called strike 3.
A good job by Montero here, sliding out off that outside corner, catching this ball right in the middle of his body. Perfect pitch by Rondon. So the previous 2, the slider and then the last fastball, both out over the heart of the plate. This time he just grazes the outside corner.
Back-to-back Ks to start the inning. Harrison ball 1. He homered off Mott to start the 8th. Slider in there, 1-1.
Montero coming up out of his crouch, calling for that high fastball. Be a little disconcerting sometimes for a pitcher.
Rolling for the slider. Couldn't get him to go after it. 3-2. Cervelli on deck. Hooked into the corner. Harrison's going to end up in scoring position here as the tying run. Hits in his last 3 at bats. Single, homer, double.
The slider stayed on the plate. Harrison hooks it to left. Had a feeling the Pirates wouldn't go down without a little bit of fight here in the 9th, the way this game has gone.
And the guy on whom we have focused quite a bit today, he has been a magnet for errant swings, foul balls, what have you behind the plate. He's also had a good day at the plate. Probably the Pirates' biggest swing today was that bases clearing double to give them life in the 6th inning.
Yeah, came with 2 outs.
Harrison now to third. Never want to give a guy an extra base, but with 2 outs, not as big a deal as with 0 or 1. Montero can't let anything else get by.
Just go bounce another one, right? This is Cervelli's first plate appearance against Rondon.
Francisco Cervelli knocks in Josh Harrison. The Pirates were down to their final strike. Harrison doubled. Cervelli knocks him in. It's 10-10. Oh my.
It's taking on the feel of a College World Series game. Keep going back and forth. Boy, and Rondon awfully sharp. 2 punch outs to get things started. Cervelli, that's his stroke. He likes to shoot the ball the other way. That's where he went with his double. Carves his single out there into shallow right center. And no win for Kyle Hendricks. He remains winless.
The Cubs have not trailed today, but they did lead 7-1 and 10-5. Rodriguez chops to the shortstop Castro. He's going to fire to first. And the inning is over, but this ball game continues as Francisco Cervelli has knocked in 4 today. It's 10-10.
Nissan gave a lucky few the ride of their life in the 2015 Nissan Altima.
Where am I going? Where am I going?
Nissan Altima with blind spot warning and up to 270 horsepower. Get the ride of your life at your local Nissan store. Choose Altima with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months or get 0% financing for up to 60 months on road. Offers end June 1st. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
The switch to T-Mobile is on. Even Verizon customers are seeing the light. T-Mobile has America's fastest 4G LTE network. From the Bay Area to the Big Apple. And more data capacity per customer. Need one more reason? Get 2 lines of unlimited 4G LTE data for $100. Save without settling on America's fastest 4G LTE network.
Who says desirable can't also be responsible? With 46 standard safety features, the Lexus RX is proof that fun can be good for you. Lease the all-wheel drive 2015 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Well, 10-10. Chance to win it here. And you said, 4-0 doesn't feel like 10-6. This is a tie ball game, and all the Cubs need is one run here in the bottom of the ninth, but it doesn't have that feel in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, it's a tie game, but the psychology is kind of interesting. They're feeling a whole lot better about this tie game in the first base dugout than they are in the third base dugout. And it's just the nature of it. Could all turn around with one swing from this young man.
Watson went 1-2-3 in the eighth. Russell with an aggressive hack fouls it to the screen.
Now Watson's got a lively arm. He likes to sink the fastball. Hasn't been a lot of sinking action on his heater here today. Got a good changeup.
The other part of it is, if you hang on at 8.5, you high five, you have your fun. If you get a walk-off home run here, you do the dog pile at home plate. So it's just ups and downs of a baseball game. Cervelli again. Thank you, sir. May I please have another? Can you believe the day he has had?
He's been hit more today than Floyd Merriweather.
Ball to third. Gun to Alvarez.
I didn't watch that fight, but I heard there wasn't a whole lot of action.
Same. James Russell and Lester Strode going over the book. And hoping he doesn't have to pitch. The Cubs can win it here in the ninth. Fowler 2 hits and has now scored 5 times the last 2 days. Cervelli again. Maybe the Cubs ought to stop hitting foul balls off him because
he's calling the wrong pitches clearly.
Every time they do that, it feels like he knocks in a run. Did you say Merriweather?
Mayweather.
Mayweather?
I said Mayweather.
You said Mayweather? Okay. All right, people
thought
tweeting.
I did.
He said Mayweather.
My brain said Mayweather. I can't speak for my tongue. I don't know. We've been here a long time.
We knew what you meant.
Lee Merriweather.
1-1 to Fowler. The pitch way outside. Two and two. JD just did 10 push-ups. Stop tweeting. We're good.
They're like, he did too. I guarantee. I promise.
Count holding. Swing and a miss. So strike 3. If we go to extras, and if it goes deep into extras, it's going to be a battle of attrition because, as JD mentioned, both these managers have used a lot of players today. Pirates have Chris Stewart, their backup catcher, available. The Cubs have David Ross. That's it. We're going to see James Russell in the 10th if we get there. Koch and Jackson. That's it after him. Liz and Melanson, the only 2 relievers left for the Pirates. 0-2.
This feels kind of like that game in St. Louis where the Cubs had the big lead early. 5 of the first, as a matter of fact. Cardinals made it tight, and the Cubs extended the lead again, got up 8-4, and you thought, okay, we're going to be good. Cardinals just kept coming, as the Pirates have here today.
Late swing by Rizzo with 2 strikes as he spoils it. Travis Wood's got his spikes on for possible extra inning duty. Still 1-2. Rizzo fouled that one off himself.
And, you know, late on this previous fastballs, essentially intentionally. I mean, he's just staying back. He doesn't want to get fooled by that sweeping breaking ball. So a little bit defensive on the fastball. He was trying to fight it off, and that's why they tried to crowd him there. They figured he was just trying to stay back and wouldn't be able to do much with an inside fastball. Ball might have hit him had he not swung at it.
That's Chris Bryant.
It had been easy for Watson up until this confrontation, and Rizzo never makes it easy on the pitcher.
Lined and caught by Alvarez, and we will go beyond regulation. Believe it or not. 10 after 9.
Honda is about to do something remarkable. We've made the rear-view camera a standard safety feature on every single vehicle in our 2015 lineup. Any car, any trim. Because we can all benefit from a better view of the road.
A strong business needs to be connected. Elk Grove Village is home to a community of over 3,600 companies. It's surrounded by highways. Its freight rails served. And its next-door neighbor is the world's busiest airport. So when it comes to being connected, we have options. Elk Grove Village. Makers wanted.
Flour-pressed soap. Homemade hot sauce? Artisanal pickles, whatever those are. Well, we're glad handcrafted is finally cool. Because at Firestone Complete Auto Care, we've been handcrafting since 1926. Robots might build cars, but it takes human hands to keep them running right. And that's a guarantee, backed by our fixed right promise. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Extra innings are presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. Here's James Russell. Trying to keep this game tied. 10-10 in the 10th. 10s are wild.
20 runs, 24 hits in the ball game. The Pirates have committed the only error. Russell, through 6 games, has been solid with a 1.50 ERA. And walked anybody, struck out 5 in 6 innings. 2/3 of an inning yesterday, allowed a hit, no runs with a couple of punch outs.
First 3 in the batting order. Polanco, Mercer, McCutchen. Oh, by the way, Andrew McCutchen hit a 3-run homer in the 8th. That was a big blow, too. That got the Pirates within 1. The wind and the pitch. Off the outside corner, 2-0. The Birds have been circling. They're ready for their early evening snack. The game isn't over yet. 3-0.
Just got to start pumping fastballs over the heart of the plate here. Get back in the count.
Leadoff walk. I've seen more pitches today than the entire series run of Mad Men. Here's Mercer. See, I try to be timely the series finales this weekend.
Oh, well played then.
Russell to first, runner back. Polanco has stolen 10.
And no indication that Mercer is going to bunt here. He has really struggled with the bat. That's why I'm thinking bunt, but maybe even a little hit and run. Oh, how good Polanco is at reading left-handed moves. He hasn't measured a very big lead. Russell will try to get him roll over on one of those change-ups. See if he can get a double play ball.
Could be 2. 6-4. 2-3. Double play.
That worked. I don't think it was a changeup, but he got the ground ball he was looking for. Got in on Starlin a little bit, but he recovers nicely to feed Russell, who takes care of the rest.
McCutchen has walked, singled, popped to second, flied to right, and banged a 3-run homer. So it's got to be Melanson, right? Watson's already gone 2 innings. 31 pitches. I would assume he's done. So I like this move usually, and it also makes me wonder if Radames Liz is not available, because we might have seen him earlier with the Pirates down a fair amount.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it too, if Liz is available, is where the Cubs are in their batting order. Dangerous hitters coming up. Most managers try to save their closer till they have a lead.
Yeah, and I was going to say, even if Liz is available, I still like this move. I think too many managers save their closer and never get to them in this spot.
Try to, if you get an inning or so out of Melanson, and then we end up playing another 3 or 4 innings, then you just hand the ball to Liz. Say, it's your game, kid. Yep. Go get him. But if you're hurdled the way your club has battled back, you would hate to lose this game without ever using Melanson.
Ball 4.
So that'll empty the Pirates bench, with Stewart being used here to pinch hit.
And the inning is over. So a couple of walks, but no damage. 10-10, bottom 10.
Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch. Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
This is history in the making. Cortez, 23 years old, first woman in the majors.
Never miss a moment. Get live TV on the go included with AT&T U-verse TV.
Together, we all celebrate the foundation being built here today. Do you want to improve the curb appeal of your home?
I do.
Do you want to lower your heating and cooling bills?
I do. Me too.
Do you want a door that will stand the test of time?
We do.
Right now, save 20% on all Feldco doors, plus no money down and no interest for 1 year.
20% off won't last long. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Last of the 10th, as the Cubs try to get that game-winning run, and it'll be against the Pirates closer, Mark Melanson. He'll try to save the tie.
Melanson, an all-star last year, 0-1 so far this year with a 4.11 ERA. He's allowed 16 hits at 4 walks and 15 1/3. Struck out 9. And he's kind of one of those reverse split guys. He's really tough on lefties because of his ability to get that cut fastball in on their hands. You see, right-handers have hit him pretty well.
Melanson versus Bryant.
Cutters, good curveball as well.
A lot of shadows here late in the afternoon. We start tomorrow at 3:05. We might be in the 9th inning tomorrow around this time. In the air. And it'll be McCutcheon. Now, Radames Liz is just kind of staying loose out there in the bullpen. He's the only pitcher left. Yesterday in Philadelphia, he went 3 innings through 48 pitches, but you know, he's just going to have to be the guy, I think, if he gets past probably the 11th. Castro up the middle, through for a base hit. It was struck with authority on the ground past a diving Harrison. So the winning run is on base.
Castro's been on base 5 times today. Stayed back nicely on the Melanson curveball. Walk, single, reached on an error, hit by a pitch, solid single up the middle. Officially 2 out of 4.
Strike called on Montero. Cutter inside. We have breaking news from New York. Keith Hernandez is growing his mustache back.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah. He did not make the trip this week with the Mets.
For that reason?
But we'll maybe we'll see him in New York in late June. Thought I'd pass that along. Oh, 2-1. I mean, if we're going to be on the air for 10 innings and 4+ hours, I've got to mention
that's got to get out there.
That's a big baseball New York centric story.
Maybe it's in reaction to the Cubs' 4-game sweep of the Mets.
Maybe. Three balls and a strike.
Montero have a walk-off hit yet this year? Probably do.
That's a good question. If he does, I don't remember it. Ground ball. Base hit. Castro on his way to third. He'll get there. And the winning run is 90 feet away with only 1 out.
You see the look in the eye of Mark Melanson. 10-10 in the 10th. Montero, a little seeing eye ground ball on 3-1s. Got some top spin, squirts through the infield. Castro able to make it on over to third base fairly easily as that ball ran out of steam out there in the Pirate outfield. Don't bother looking over your shoulder. You're good. Well, we're going to get a extra infielder situation here.
They're definitely talking strategy.
Talking double play. Hit to you, we're turning 2. Hit to you, you're coming home. Solaire's had a good day. Walked twice, singled, hit the ball very sharply last time, lined out to short, hit it right on the screws. Oh, I'm not going to get a chance.
Because of his penchant for the strikeout, I thought they might at least try to pitch to Soler early in this at bat. But if you do break, bounce a curveball or something, the game could end if it gets past the catcher. So they'll go after Matt Caesar instead.
Yeah, there's no real easy answer in this situation if you're Clint Hurdle. The big part of it too is, do you trust Melanson to execute pitches in this bases loaded situation? Obviously Hurdle does.
Well, it didn't work out the other day for the Mets. And they're going to do the 5-man infield just like New York did. So Rodriguez grabs an infielder's glove, and all kinds of switching around. Harrison will join Mercer and Gung.
So Nick Leyva there flip-flopping Mercer and Harrison on the left side of the infield.
So 3 on with 1 out here in the 10th. Caesar can win it. Here we go. Ball 1. As we said the other day with Soler and Coughlin, these are the moments when you'd like to see that heart rate go down, not up. But it's hard to do in this spot for a hitter. Like it had put the game away on a 2-run single that made it 7-1 back in the 5th inning. We're now 10-10 in the 10th. Good take. 2-0.
Made 2 quality pitches that a lot of guys would have offered at. Number 1 could have been. Number 2 just a little further out.
Fly ball. Polanco in. Castro ready to tag. Here he comes. Throw to the plate. He's going to be out by a mile. A double play to end the inning.
Wow.
We will go to the 11th.
I'm a big fan of the 1-out send, but I'm not so sure on that time. That ball was so shallow.
We're still tied.
Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey guys.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
The experts at Binny's Beverage Depot can read my mind. They can even read my signs. You can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
People are switching to T-Mobile. Even Verizon customers are jumping to America's fastest 4G LTE network. From the Bay Area to the Big Apple. Ready, set, switch to the data-strong network.
Flour-pressed soap, homemade hot sauce, artisanal pickles, whatever those are. Well, we're glad handcrafted is finally cool. Because at Firestone Complete Auto Care, we've been handcrafting since 1926. Robots might build cars, but it takes human hands to keep them running right. And that's a guarantee, backed by our fixed right promise. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Extra innings are presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. Well, we've talked on a few occasions about the 1-out send on the sac fly attempt, and that probably not enough teams do it. The only issue here is Polanco's momentum. All of it was going toward home plate. A lot of times, you know, if you have an infielder going out and making the catch, and Polanco with a strong throw, and you see Cervelli with 2 hands on it, just making sure the ball didn't pop out.
Yeah, you know, it's again, it's one of those plays that looks really bad when a guy's out by that wide of a margin. Well, David Ross, the pitcher spot was up next. David Ross was up. Take the at bat. He's got a bad abdominal.
Gung grounds out. Yeah, so the assumption is you win the game with the next at bat, which obviously is not something you can say with any certainty.
Right, and I think Again, with, you know, the bench is empty. It's either going to be David Ross or Travis Wood taking that at bat.
Having said all of that, outfielders sometimes don't make good throws.
Right, that's what I mean. That's the justification.
Offline.
Yeah, that's the justification for the send there. You know, offline throw or short hop the catcher, it kicks away from him.
Alvarez chops to Rizzo. Russell's going to cover. Two quick outs.
Well, it has become abundantly clear to the starting pitchers for tomorrow's game that there's not going to be a lot of help coming from the bullpens. Those guys are going to have to stand tall tomorrow, give their manager some length.
Harrison hooks another ball into the corner, just like he did in the ninth to keep the Pirates alive. He would go on to score the tying run. He came in hitting 200. He had 3 hits yesterday. That got him back out of the 100s. He has 4 straight hits after making 2 outs today. 4 for 6.
Yeah, and all of a sudden here comes Cervelli again with a chance to be a hero yet again. He's doubled his RBI output today.
Came in with 4. Now he has 8. Nothing in 2.
Very similar to the last one. Just a little bit out.
The theory is if the 2 is touching the box and the 3 is touching the 2.
That's the associative property or something like that.
Transference or whatever, yeah. Lifted in the air to right. And Soler's got it. The inning is over. Bottom 11. 10-10.
On behalf of Southwest Airlines, welcome to Chicago.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, don't everybody get up at once.
Come on. Let's go.
Follow me.
Door.
Seriously, we can't miss you if you don't leave. Once again, we have landed. Welcome. Thank you so much. Come back and see us.
Sometimes flights end before games do. Watch free live TV on your own device. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
Oh, come on, everybody. I think this is my grandson.
Little girl, you look so lonesome. I see you all feeling blue. Come on over to my place. Hey girl, we're having a party. We'll be singing, dancing and singing. Come on over tonight.
With an 11% rebate on everything, Menards gives you the freedom to save on anything you choose, including sale prices. All Orbit Ecolak Quick Connect fittings and tubing are on sale. Plus, get an additional 11% rebate. This Fold and Go portable gas grill from Coleman is on sale. Plus, with an additional 11% rebate, it's only $29.98. That's savings on top of savings. Hurry in now because Menards has an 11% rebate on everything.
Save big money at Menards.
Bottom of the 11th, Travis Wood's going to pinch hit.
All right, Travis. Time to make a little history.
Well, here's the thing. So this is one thing to remember about Travis Wood is he has to hit a home run this year. This is his 6th major league season. He has hit at least 1 home run. And all 5 of his big league campaigns to this point. And I say if he's going to hit one this year, this would be the spot.
This would be an opportune time
to do it.
Well, you know he's going to air out a swing or two.
So no matter who wins this game, both teams' managers and general managers are going to have a post-game meeting to figure out if they need bullpen help tomorrow. That's number one. I don't know if Radames Liz wants to pitch in this game or not, but he may have to. After going 3 innings yesterday, he is the only Pirate reliever left. As Wood chops to Gung at 3rd. And Edwin Jackson will now get loose in the Cubs bullpen. Addison Russell. Strike call.
Probably a little bit low. Picking on the home plate umpires off limits at this point. 445 pitches he's had to call. Have been thrown in this game anyway.
So if Jackson gets in, it would be Phil Koch, the only Cub reliever left in their bullpen. 2-1 on Russell. Gung guarding the line, even with a bag at 3rd and a base hit. Just as I mentioned that, through the hole.
He's hit a couple balls hard today, finally rewarded with a base hit. Good solid contact. He walked and scored earlier. Now a 1-out knock here. Then he's measured that very aggressive lead over there at first base. Brandon Hyde, the first base coach, in his ear. And that is a huge lead.
Enormous. Not running. 1-1. This is the 7th time Fowler has come to the plate in this one. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Got him. 2 down. First strikeout for Melanson, who came on in the 10th.
The 12-6 curveball has Fowler out in front and over the top.
Anthony Rizzo has 3 hits, including a home run. He's knocked in a pair.
Grounded out to short right field in the 6th. He hit a line drive to first base last time, so he's been on the ball all day long. If he falls behind here, they may try to steal second base with Russell.
The Eastern Time Zone night games will get underway in about 10 minutes. We started at 1:20 today. And the pitch. And on the hands, and he fouls it. 0-2.
Yeah, happy to provide entertainment for everybody in baseball and all the clubhouses and press rooms around the league. I've seen a crazy ball game.
Russell will easily get second on a wild one. So all of a sudden he's in scoring position.
Now this is interesting. Now there's a base open, but it's a pitcher's count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. If there is such a thing as a pitcher's count against Rizzo these days.
Ground ball picked up by Josh Harrison, and we will go to the 12th. Cubs strand Russell at second. 10-10.
Nissan Altima with up to 270 horsepower. Get the ride of your life at your local Nissan store. Choose Altima with 0% financing for up to 72 months. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
And there they are, 57 million miles from Earth.
How does it look? Here I go. Roger.
Now he's exited the module, and we are 1 step from Mars.
1201.
Never miss a moment. Get live TV on the go included with AT&T UVerse TV.
These are no longer cars. They no longer roar, or screech, or skid, or speed. If a lion doesn't hunt, is it still a lion? Don't protect your car so it can look nice. Protect it so it can look mean. Don't fear the wear and tear. Be it. Just be ready for it. Turtle Wax Ice with Smart Shield technology. Protect the body, free the soul.
Nissan Altima with up to 270 horsepower. Get the ride of your life at your local Nissan store. Choose Altima and get up to 1,000 bonus cash. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
Extra innings are presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. Well, it has been a wild ball game. The scoring started on this 3-run homer by Chris Bryant. Cubs were able to add on Rizzo in the fourth with a homer. They led 7-1 at one point. Josh Harrison, a big day for the Pirates. Andrew McCutchen, don't forget that 3-run homer. That made it a 1-run game in the eighth. And then with 2 outs after a Harrison double in the ninth, Francisco Cervelli drives him in. 10-10. And we're now in the 12th inning.
Edwin Jackson, he'll face 9-1-2 here. That's Rodriguez, Polanco, Mercer.
One ball, no strikes. Hendricks, Grimm, Rosscup, Mott, Strop, Rondon, Russell, Jackson. And a high fly to center field. Dexter Fowler. He's got it.
That soundbite we played from Joe Madden earlier about batting practice and how it's overrated. He said that they didn't hit today. 3:05 start tomorrow. They probably would hit there, or that they would hit tomorrow, and then not on Sunday. I wonder if his thinking will change.
I think that's very possible that they might just not hit tomorrow. Polanco struck out, grounded out, flied out his first 3 trips, but he has walked in his last 3 plate appearances. Long and lean, Gregory Polanco. Strike call, 95 on Jackson's fastball. Edwin's use has been sporadic. This is his first outing in 6 days.
Yeah, that's one of the tough parts about his job description right now. When you're the long man out of the bullpen, you are called upon when the starter gets knocked out early and you're asked to stretch it out for a couple of innings. You don't get to pitch in many high leverage situations, but then you get in a game like this and it absolutely is a high leverage situation. Every pitch of critical importance.
Yeah, so he's pitched on 8 days rest. 1, 1, 5, 2, 2, 3, 5. So it's been kind of all over the place. But that's the role, as you mentioned. Ball 4. 4 straight walks for Polanco.
Yeah, pitch on the plate, maybe down a little bit, but we've seen Greg Gibson give that low strike at times today. Polanco, a guy who came in here with a below average walk rate, but he's been keyholing here lately. That pitch was down. He wasn't looking to run with Russell, the lefty, out there. That may change with a right-hander on the mound.
Mercer hit into a 6-4-3 double play in the 10th. Two strikes on him. Montero just couldn't hang on to it. So it goes from a foul tip to just a foul ball. Still 0-2. Close at first. Polanco in. It's kind of amazing we haven't had a manager's challenge all day. Been here almost 5 hours. And no challenge.
I could see Joe say something about 50-50. If it's 50-50, let's challenge it unless you know for sure. But yeah, Polanco back safely. Might tighten up that lead a little bit, though. Edwin awfully quick to first base with that move.
Polanco runs. The pitch is a ball. The throw gets into center. Polanco's going to stay at second.
Might have tightened up his lead, but it didn't prevent him from stealing second base.
He has some long strides. That's his 11th steal of the year.
Miguel had a little difficulty getting it out of his mitt.
Fowler will send Polanco to third. 2 outs here in the 12th.
Well, McCutcheon's not going to get a chance to swing. Pitcher spot is next.
Vance Worley is on deck.
Look at McCutcheon. He's like, should I even bring my bat up here? If he swung twice, what would Joe Madden do?
Ooh.
Still put him on, wouldn't
he? Yes, he would. He would. Yep. This is where I think the DH proponents might chime in. Right? Because they would say, look, you know,
yes, but
you want to see hitters determine the fate of the game, not a starting pitcher at the plate.
They might say that, but I would counter.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying.
Yes, and I know you are.
I'm devil's advocate.
And I'm saying the counter argument, of course, is isn't this fascinating that they've run out of players?
Yes, it is.
And they've got to pull a pitcher off the bench to try to be a hero.
It's kind of the baseball version of Hack-a-Shack. You know, I mean, people don't want to see free throws at the end of NBA games, but as long as coaches can do it, they're going to do it. And same with National League style baseball. If you've got a starting pitcher on deck, you are not going to pitch to Andrew McCutcheon. Foul tip.
Pretty good whack there by the Vanimal.
Well, Clint Hurdle saying you've got Travis Wood. I'm going to raise you a Vance Worley.
Yeah, and that's the other part, too, that managers have to keep in mind when they start doing all the double switching and moving guys in and out. Who ultimately ends up behind your best hitters? You provide the opportunity for the other manager to do something like this.
McCutcheon takes off. Fly ball. Soler going after it. Still drifting. Ooh, makes the catch. A basket grab on the warning track. You can see the look on his face. Oh, big sigh of relief.
Wow.
So the move to pitch to Vance Worley pays off on a nice grab in the corner and right.
Announcing your local Ford dealer's Memorial Day All-Star event. Time to save big on America's best-selling brand. Now for a limited time, get almost any Ford car with 0% financing for 60 months. Plus on select vehicles, get $750 cash for qualified Ford and competitive owners. And get $500 to $1,000 bonus cash. Plus $500 EcoBoost cash on equipped models. Save big on a fantastic lineup of fuel-efficient All-Stars. But only for a limited time. So hurry. The Memorial Day All-Star event ends June 1st.
Wednesday, go behind the mask for an inside look exclusive with Blackhawks legend and Hockey Hall of Fame goaltender Tony Esposito on being claimed by the Hawks.
That was the best day of my life.
And long-awaited Chicago return.
When you get that phone call and just say they want you back involved with the hockey team, it's very gratifying.
Inside Look Tony Esposito, presented by Cadillac. Premiering Wednesday at 8 p.m. on Comcast Sportsnet.
The internet is full of crazy stories and rumors. But when it comes to the Cubs, you can bet the farm. CSNChicago.com is bringing you the facts. Patrick Mooney takes you into the dugout and up to the owner's box. Live post-game streams give you an instant reaction from Wrigley Field. Cubs Pulse shows you the stats and what's trending on the north side. From Cubs fans, for Cubs fans. The Cubs page on CSNChicago.com. Brought to you by Wintrust.
10-10, bottom of the 12th inning. Radames Liz, who had to work 3 innings yesterday, made 48 pitches. Obviously, based on the way the game went early, Clint Hurdle did not want to have to use him in case of an emergency, but I would call this a baseball emergency. The only guy left in the bullpen.
Yeah, it's either that or, well, it's either that or nobody. There's nobody left in the bullpen. There's nobody left on the bench. He was the last man standing.
Swing and a miss by Bryant.
Good slider. It's probably his best secondary pitch. He throws a changeup and a fastball in the 93, 94 mile an hour range.
Another breaking ball for a strike. So Liz went 3 yesterday, went 3 on the 28th of April here at Wrigley Field. So he's a guy who has been stretched out as he strikes out Bryant. Just don't know how much gas he has in the tank after that long outing yesterday.
Yeah, well, sliders there. I'm not sure if that was their strategy with Bryant, if it's just he doesn't feel real crisp with the fastball. It's that backup cement mixer slider that you get a lot of swings and misses with. They don't really throw intentionally.
The pitch to Castro. Another breaking ball inside. Ball 1.
Up to 97.
2-0, wind blowing out again. And it kind of quieted down in the last hour. Blowing straight out to center. 3-0. Green light on a 3-0 swing here.
I'm not going to turn him loose here.
Ball 4. Walked him. 5th time he's been on, 6 if you add the error in the 5th inning. So Castro's been a busy man as a base runner.
You know, Starlin certainly has home run power. My fear would be turning him loose there, that he'd go out of the zone and chase a bad ball. And got Liz out there who could get a little wobbly with the command. He's walked 8 in his 14 innings of work. He's kind of lived a little bit of a charmed life with that 3.21 ERA when you look at the numbers. 14 innings, 15 hits, 3 long balls, 8 walks.
Sharply hit on the ground. Castro will make the turn. Reminiscent of the 10th inning, right? Montero did the same thing. Got Castro to third base with only one out.
Yeah, it's deja vu all over again. Montero base hit sends Castro to third, representing the winning run, and it was ironic because they had Harrison off the bag, not playing standard double play depth. He was playing a little bit more to pull on Montero because they didn't want to give up that base hit through the hole on the right side. But if he's playing normal double play depth, I think that's an easy double play ball.
So just like the 10th, Clint Hurdle out to the mound. Will they walk Soler and face Caesar and do the 5-man infield again? He has not called for Rodriguez yet from left.
Yeah, see now, and last time it was Melanson, his closer, an all-star. Here it's Liz, not anywhere near as accomplished as Melanson. He may not trust him with the bases loaded to throw strikes to Caesar. We'll see how it plays out. Well, they're going to put him on.
This will be Soler's 4th walk. The last 2 times of the intentional variety.
Cubs have had one walk-off walk on this homestand. Chris Coughlin drew it the other night against the Mets. Rally caps.
Double bubble rally.
He's getting a little punchy.
Well, this is the scenario in the 10th. Base runners at the same bases. And an aggressive send of Starlin Castro. And they fly out 9-2 double play to end the inning.
Here we go again.
Here we go again with a 5-man infield. Rodriguez, the left fielder, basically playing second. That's Mercer behind the mound in front of second. Harrison and Gung over on the left side. Bases loaded, 1 out. Another chance for Matt Caesar. The pitch, ball 1.
And again, pitcher spot is next. David Ross out on deck.
Redemption comes in many forms in this game, and for Matt Caesar, it's the exact same situation 2 innings later. Line foul. One and one. The outfielders are the cornermen. That's high, and by cornermen I mean McCutchen, the center fielder, playing left center. That's one quote corner. Polanco over and right. The gap men will say. 2 balls and a strike. Bases loaded. 10-10 in the 12th. The pitch. 3-1.
Oh, that strike zone gets a little tighter now for Liz. Not in take mode here if you're Matt Caesar, but I'm going to make sure it's out over the plate if you're going to offer at it.
Popped him up. Shallow right. Castro's not going to tag his Cubs win! Cubs win! Cubs win! He wasn't going to tag. Polanco tripped. What a finish.
Wow, that is freaking believable. What a way for a ball game to end.
Castro was not
kidding me.
Gonna tag. It was not deep enough. And after they got burned in the 10th, he was going to hold. And then the stumble by Polanco.
Yeah, boy, it's unbelievable how much this inning played out like that last time. And there you see his feet kick out from underneath him. He scrambles to try to stay on his feet. And it just falls in behind him for a game winner. This is just incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this.
He slipped on the grass. And that is a game-ending RBI single for Matt Caesar. So he went back toward the bag, but I don't think he was going to try it. Do you?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Our Benny's Beverage Depot toast of the game. They've got the disco ball ready, I'm sure, in the clubhouse. This game took its toll on both bullpens, but the Cubs found a way to get it done.
Yeah, you've scored double-digit runs and lose. That's tough, and you use all those arms out of the bullpen. Worth it when you pick up the W, and that's a sweet win, a hard-fought win for the Cubs.
5 hours and 1 minute. Final score, Cubs 11, Pirates 10 in 12. We're back with you pregame on Wednesday from San Diego. Cubs and Pods will hit the air at 8:30. Coming up next, Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live. Stay tuned.